Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom. All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shad, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that were well, strong salutations to brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatum to the elect, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, man, the elect. All right. And we at the end of this thing. All right, we at the end of this thing, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So we at the end of this thing, man. All right, it's the end of the journey. All right, the end of the journey in Babylon. All right, this system will be this system, the beast will not be alive soon. We're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of Esau. We're at the end of an age, man. We're at the end of a dynasty, end of a kingdom, end of a queendom. We're at the end of the Lady of Kingdoms, man. We're at the end of the Lady of Kingdoms. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And that's what we have been doing. We have been patient, man. All right, another word for enduring is patient. All right, the scripture say, blessed is the man that endures to the end. All right, we're going to say that word endure, it coincides with patience, man. So that's why it says, blessed is the patient in spirit and the proud in spirit, man. All right, you people in America have been living in your pride and your folly. All right, and the servants of the Lord have been serving the Lord diligently day in and day out, being patient, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say, I'm going to go to Isaiah 65. Because when this thing pop out, the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to be what? It's going to be fine, man, with the head. Shalom. Shalom, my Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatum. All right, when this thing pop out, the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to be well protected, man. They're the time of calamities. All right, they're the time of pestilence, they're the time of famine, they're the time of great tribulation, the time of great destruction. Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, there said the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So the servants of the Lord is going to eat. All right. Blessed is the patient in spirit, man. All right, it says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. Right? The chosen is the elect. All right? Blessed is the patient in spirit. Blessed are the elect, man. All right? It says, for the Lord power shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. That he who bless himself in the earth shall bless himself in the power of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the power of truth. Because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from my eyes. Right, the Lord Yahweh Shema is going to cause the pain and suffering of the elect to diminish, man. To diminish. All right, this is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. The book of Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. But, beloved, we are persuaded better things of you and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For Yahweh Shema Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do ministry. So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work, man. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work. You're not going to forget the labor of love you show to his name, man. Coming out here, all right, whether it's in the heat of the day, all right, the cool of the whatever, all times of the day, laboring day in and day out, all right, going through your different afflictions, man. The Lord and staying, and guess what? And staying on course, man. All right, and staying on course. Look at again, Hebrews 6 and 10. All right, for Yahweh by Shema Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, that ye have ministered to the saints and do ministry. All right, that ye have showed to the saints, all right, and do minister, man. All right, verse 11, and we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence. All right, and we desire that every one of you, do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. All right, and we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Right. Yeah, read that again. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Right. So that's why I should say, mark ye the perfect man. All right. It's okay to follow. The Apostle Paul said, "Be ye followers of me, as I'm gonna follow Yahweh Shai." All right. So that's a cut on all you niggas talking about some can't be a follower. All right, the scripture tell you to mark you the perfect man. All right, it says, but followers of them who through faith and patience. The scripture say, blessed is the patient in spirit, man. All right. It said, but through faith and patience inherit the promises. Verse 13, for when Yahweh made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing, I will bless thee, and multiplying, I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. For men verily swear by greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them to an end of all strife. Wherein Yahweh willingly more abundantly to shew unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed by an oath, that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for Yahweh to lie. It is impossible for Yahweh to lie. Come on, man. Hebrews 6 and 18, for it is impossible for Yahweh to lie. thereby two immutable things in which it was impossible for Yahweh to lie, we might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure, steadfast, and which enters into within the veil. Whether the forerunner is for us entered, even Yahweh Shai made a high priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. So check that out, man. So check that out. All right, so guess what? The Lord is going to come through on his promises. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to come through on his promises, just like he promised Yahweh Shai, all right, the son of David, all right, the only begotten beloved son, in Psalms, the 110 chapter, he has sworn to him, for thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. All right? And guess what? There came a time when it happened. And now Yahweh Shai is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh, making intercession for the whole nation of Israel, started off with the elect. All right, so Lord Yahweh Shai, he's coming through on his promises, man. All right, the Lord is coming through on his promises. All right, he's delivering on his promises, on his oaths. All right. And we just gotta be patient, man. Just be patient. We just gotta be patient. Wait on it. Wait on it. Be patient, man. All right. Luke 21:19. And your patience possessing your souls, right? Blessed is the patient in spirit, right? Blessed is the patient in spirit, man. Like we went into it. And guess what? We at the end of this thing. We at the end, man. We're at the end of this thing. You know?
Hello.
All right, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. All right, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. All right, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. All right, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Like Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Read that again. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. All right? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. brothers, man, we just got to be patient. At the end of the day, the Lord He's going to deliver, man. All right, the Lord, how about Shema Shah? He's going to come through. All right. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 3. All right. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 3. We are bound to thank Yahweh always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each. It's like 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 3. We are bound to thank Yahweh always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other aboundeth, so that we ourselves glory in you and the churches of Yahweh for your patience and faith in all persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that we may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh, for which ye also suffer, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from the heaven with his mighty angels. And to you that are troubled, rest with us. Rest with us, man. This is the patience of the spirit. Rest with us. All right? Guess what? The Lord is going to come through. All right? Guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is going to come through and deliver, man. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels and flaming fire taking vengeance, man. All right, and going to the spirit of vengeance, going to that movie with Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. All right, they got that from the scriptures, man. All right, especially the Ghost Rider when at the end when the guy was saying Legion. All right, when that dude had a bunch of demons on him. All right, they get that from the scriptures, man. And Yahweh Shah is a real Ghost Rider. He's coming. That's what it says. 2 Thessalonians 1:8 and flaming fire, taking vengeance, man. Right? That's what the Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider is what? If you look it up, the Ghost Rider is the spirit of vengeance. All right, and flaming fire taking vengeance, man. That's what they get that from the scripture. All right, and flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh. All right, so you don't know. So you don't. You don't know this word. You don't know this doctrine. You don't know the Lord, man. And that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You know. Verse 9, it says, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. We shall come to be glorified in his saints. Right, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, man. It says, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you is believed in that day. All right, because our testimony among you that believe in that day, man. And that's how it's going to be. All right? In the second Ezra, chapter 15. Second Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 1. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, all right, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So these words that we're speaking are faithful and true, man. They are faithful and true. All right, they're not gonna disappoint. They're not gonna doubt. They're not gonna disappoint. They're not a fable. It's not fiction. All right, it's true. All right, it's faithful and true, man. It's gonna live up to what it's saying, man. All right, like it says, for the vision, though it tarry, wait for it shall surely come to pass. All right, let me get that, because these prophecies gonna speak for itself. All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I was standing upon my watch and set me upon the tower and watched to see what he was saying to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Though it tarry, wait for it. It said, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Though it tarry, wait for it, right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. So these prophecies gonna start speaking for itself. You know, the Lord is gonna cause the vision to come to pass, man. All right, and when these visions start coming, when these prophecies start happening, all right, the men of the Lord is gonna hide his men. All right, the men of the Lord not gonna be out here on the street corners teaching, man. We're not gonna be out here on the street corners teaching, man. All right, these devils are gonna call it a family of the word. All right, they're gonna start persecuting. All right, the servants. All right, we know what's happening, man. All right, just like Yahweh Shai was on it. See, Yahweh Shai, he wasn't preaching forever, man. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people think, shit, we're going to be out here preaching forever, you know. Like, for instance, Yahweh Shai, he wasn't preaching forever. And Rome wasn't up forever. All right? Just like when Yahweh Shai, he got crucified, he didn't extend up into the third heaven. And then after the time, you had the time of the Acts of the Apostles and Paul's ministry. And then, boom, 70 AD. And then after 70 AD, you had the pretty much the exile, all right? Which the Apostle John was, he was sent out to the Isle of Patmos, man. And then we got the book of the Revelation. But see, back when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, because they had a thing, they said, well, shit, if we let this man roam around, we're gonna lose our place. But they thought that shit, Rome was gonna be here just like they think now. America's gonna be here forever. They think shit, we're gonna be out here preaching forever. They think just like Yahweh Shai, they thought Yahweh Shai was gonna be preaching forever. He wasn't preaching forever. All right, they thought the apostles and the apostles, all right, and the bishops, all right, and the the different men under them, they thought that was gonna go on forever. But no, the Apostle Paul said what a great falling away was going to happen. You know? And then Rome fell. Then you had the Dark Ages when Jake pretty much came into power for a 1,000-year period. And then after that, Esau came back out, back from his lower state. All right, where it said we shall return and build desolate places. But now the Lord's in the process of what? Throwing down. All right, the Lord's in the process of throwing down, man. So just like back then, they was thinking, well, shit, Yahweh, they was thinking, well, this gonna be. They thought Rome was gonna be there forever. They thought They thought the men, y'all was gonna be preaching, the apostles and the different disciples. They thought the ministry was gonna go on forever. No, it's not gonna go on forever, man. All right, it's not gonna go on forever. That's why the scriptures say, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found." All right, that's why the scriptures say, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found," man. All right, that's why that's why the scriptures say, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found." All right. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 50. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 5. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run into thee. Because of Yahweh thy power, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Right. So seek Yahweh while he may be found. All right. Because again, the Lord is going to hide. Again, like Second chapter. All right. It's going to say, which shall withdraw himself in his secret chambers, man. All right. When it's total chaos and confusion, all right, the men of the Lord is not going to be able to be. That's why Scripture say, "I will make a man with person that find gold." All right. If you don't find gold, you don't just find gold. No, gold is deep somewhere in the earth, man. It's hid. Treasures is hid, man. All right. These things are hid within the earth. So just like when total calamity, total anarchy, all right, great tribulation is going on. All right, it's gonna be what? The men of the Lord is gonna be ready. All right, you're not going to be able to find the men with the answers, with the understanding, with the wisdom. All right, when it says Isaiah, let me get that in Isaiah, man. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. All right. Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Right, so wisdom and knowledge is going to be what? The stability of our times, man. All right? When it's total hell going on, all right? When it's what? Martial law, all right? When you people take it to these, like you love to say, all right? These damn FEMA camps, when the chip is instituted, all right? You people going to be what? You people going to be lost. You people is not going to have any answers, man. And again, the Lord's going to what? Hide his men. All right? That's why we go back to Isaiah 55. The Lord say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. All right? Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. Book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. All right, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, and he will have mercy upon him to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. All right, for he will abundantly pardon, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah, for he will abundantly pardon. All right. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So again, so this is the Lord's orchestration. All right, this is the Lord's script. This is his theme. All right, this is the Lord's theme. All right, his theater, man. All right, so this is the Lord doing. All right, like it says, go to Proverbs 19 and let me get that. All right. All right, this is Proverbs 19 and verse 21. All right, this is Proverbs 19 and verse 21. Proverbs 19 and verse 21. There are many devices. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah, that shall stand. Proverbs 19 and verse 21. Proverbs 19 and verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, that shall stand. Right, so it's like the Lord said, for my ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts, as the heavens are higher than the earth. Right, so it's the Lord's ways, right? You know? So like I said, this is his thing. This is his thing. This is his script. This is his doing. Right? This is his thing. This is his script. This is his doing, man. All right, this is Proverbs 16 and verse 9. All right, this is Proverbs 16 and verse 9. All right, Proverbs 16 and verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but Yahweh directeth his steps. All right, Proverbs 16 verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. So the Lord is doing this, man. Just like he said, my ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts. Right? Let's go back to the 15th chapter. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in the paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. And we're going to see that. All right? We're going to see the unfaithful get put to death out in the streets, man. You know? Out in the streets. And these people, they in La La Land. All right? These people have zero clue, no idea. Zero clue. Zero clue what's going on, man. All right? No idea. You know? Verse 5, and right, and you think about it, shit, the Lord finna bring the pain, man. You know, the Lord is finna bring it, man. All right, 2nd Ezra 15 and 5, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is about to bring plagues upon the world, man. All right? Sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? And we can only read that so much before, guess what, the Lord is going to do it, man. All right, he's going to bring it to pass. Just like the scripture said, they have brung wicked devices to pass. Let me get that. All right, Psalm 37:7. Rest in the Lord. Right, so rest in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right? And this man Esau, he bringeth wicked devices to pass, man. We see it time and time again through his legislation, through his different his laws. All right, he dictates what's legal and what's not. All right, here you have it. These devils, the scripture can totally condemn it. The scripture say if you do this, you're supposed to be put to death. All right, which is abomination, a sin, abomination. It's abominable sin, which is punishable by death. But here you have it. These devils said, look, it's a-okay. It's legal. All right, which is what I'm talking about is homosexual marriage, man. All right, these devils, they legalize, and that's the difference between legal and lawful, man. All right, we don't give a fuck what Esau is highly legal. At the end of the day, all right, his system is a beast system. It's that old serpent, man. It's that old serpent. All right, it's like he got truth mangled with lies, man. All right, that's this beast system. That's his legislation. It's truth mangled with lies, man. All right, it's the truth mangled with lies. Right, so this man, he bring up wicked devices to pass, man. Read this again, Psalm 37:7. Rest in Yahweh, wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bring up wicked devices to pass. All right, and this man, he bring up wicked devices to pass, man. All right, like I said, through his legislation, man. All right, this damn devil, he legalized what? He legalized homosexual marriage. But according to the scripture, all right, you're supposed to get put to death. That's an abomination in the eyes of Yahweh by Shema Shai. You're supposed to get put to death for that, man. All right, so America won't last. America will not be here for long, man. All right, and anybody that join hand in hand, you gonna get thrust through, man. All right, anybody that join hand in hand, you will be thrust through. You see? Let me get that in Isaiah 13. All right, and we can go down a ladder, man. All right, we can go down the ladder. You know, we can go down the ladder, man. All right, so pretty much the wicked is in power. All right, with that being said, the wicked is in power. All right, they set up that different administration. All right, the different judges, which pretty much when you go into it, a judge is pretty much an officer, a higher officer. So the pig, man. The jury, different judges. All right, your different departments. All right, your different agencies. All right, come on, man. And it's all and it's wine, man. All right, here you have okay. What they call it polygamy, right? Polygamy, right? The scriptures, all right, and the scriptures, the Lord condones a man. All right, the scriptures. Look, check this out. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai condones a man having multiple wives, right? All right, when you look at our nation, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, which means Prince Power. All right, he's Prince Power, right? So Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, who had 12 sons. That's where you get the what? The 12 patriarchs, which happen to be what? The 12 tribes of Israel. All right, Jacob had what? 4 wives. All right, Rachel, Leah, and the 2 handmaids. The name was can't really pronounce their name. Their name was Belial and Zephiah. Some, within that. But we know Jacob had 4 wives. When we go to the scripture, Jacob had 4 wives. And that's how the nation of Israel, all right, the 12 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Manasseh, Ephraim, Gad, Issachar, Naphtali, Asher, so on and so forth. We know the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right, Jacob had 4 wives. All right, in the scriptures, it goes to say, if a man, if he take another wife, he shall do this, and the third. All right, but in America, all right, you try to practice, all right, you try to practice that on paper legal, like what I said, difference between lawful and legally. So you try to practice that legally, all right, because in America, all right, you can get married, you can get a marriage, you can sign up, get a marriage license, you can sign up, get a marriage license, get marriage papers, do a ceremony, and boom, all right, you legally married. All right, you call this is my wife, boom, yada yada yada. So boom, say shit, I want to do that again. I got my wife right here. Well, I want to do that again. I want to get me another wife, and I want to put it on paper. Well, guess what? You can't do that. And you can look this up. In all states except for Utah, it is a felony. All right, in Utah, it's the equivalent as a speeding ticket. But if you try to do that, you will get a felony, which will be punishable by jail time. So basically, if you try to practice, which is something that's lawful, that's another thing that scripture say, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. And why did the Apostle Paul say that? Why did the Apostle Paul say that? Because the wicked is in power. The wicked is in rulership, man. So boom, you say, okay, boom. Well, I want to give me a second wife. All right, I want to get a second wife legally. I want her to be recognized as my other wife by the state and so on and so forth, by America. All right, well, guess what? That throw you in jail for that. That to them, that's illegal. That's a felony. But here in America, you can go what? Sign marriage papers. All right, you can sign marriage papers. All right, you get married to another man. And that's completely A-okay in America, man. Which in the scriptures, that's a sin, that's an abomination, punishable by death. All right. So America can't. As we get into it, we go down the ladder, man. As we get into it, America, it can't be here for much longer, man. America, it has to go. It has to cease. It has to diminish. All right. It has to be utterly obliterated from off the face of the earth, man. All right. And again, like we said, we can go down the ladder, man. We going down the ladder, man. All right, and when you get into, and we talking about the beast system, because this is America. It's speed like a dragon, draconian laws, and these devils, they use lies and deception. They say United States of America, but when you look into it, when you go state to state, the laws, it varies from state to state, and there's loopholes within different laws, man. So that lets me know that these devils, all right, it's their system is built off of lies, deception, deceivery, all right, false narratives, agendas, man, all right, and propaganda, all right, which the Lord AHBAD is going to utterly destroy with fire and brimstone, man, all right. Let me get, like it says, the wicked shall be utterly rooted from all the face of the earth, man. All right, this is Proverbs 2 and verse 20. All right, Proverbs 2 and verse 20. Proverbs 2 and verse 20. All right, it says, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth. All right, that's what we talking about. Because these devils, we look at it for the past 500 years. We understand that the white man, all right, the so-called white man who's whose biblical name is Esau Edom. All right, we see that Edom, he's not fit to rule, man. All right, he's not fit to be in a position of authority, in a position of judgment, man. He's not fit to rule, man. That's why the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, all right, the saints shall judge the earth, man. The saints shall judge angels, man. All right, know ye not that the saints shall judge the world. All right, the saints, the elect Israel, man. The Israel of Yahweh is next in authority, man, to judge the earth. All right. Proverbs 2 verse 22. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgression shall be rooted out, man. All right, and this system is going to be rooted out. This man legislation. The only legislation that matters is the scriptures, man. All right, that's the only true book. That's the only true book, man. The Lord says, seek out a book and read, man. All right. Get that Isaiah, because that's the only true book, man. And this is Isaiah 34, verse 16. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. So, no one of these shall fail, man. All right, no one of these shall fail. All right, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, man. All right, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. All right. Read that again from the top. Isaiah 34 and 16. The book of Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Right? So the Lord's spirit is gathering his servants, his men, his elect, man. All right? And guess what? The elect is bearing witness with this message, man. The elect of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is bearing witness with this message, man. All right? Verse 17, it says, he have cast a lot for them, and his hand have divided it unto them by a line. They shall possess it forever. So guess what? Lord willing, we build that elect, we're going to possess it forever, man. We're going to be in a position of authority. We're going to be calling the shots. We're going to be in a position of judgment. Like the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai have made us, by his blood have made us kings and priests. All right? And we shall reign forever, man. Isaiah 34:17, it says, he have cast a lot for them. His hand have divided it to them by line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation, they shall dwell therein. All right, so this is what we're going to dwell in. This is what we're going to dwell by. The legislations of Yahweh by Shema Shai. All right, this is what we're going to dwell in, man. This is what we're going to go by, man. All right, not by this wicked beast system. All right, we're going to dwell in by the legislation of Yahweh by Shema Shai. All right, this is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. All right, the book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. The book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. Book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. For the time is at hand, man. For the time is at hand. Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. So blessed are those that can hear. All right? That understand this thing. That take heed to this thing. All right? That bear witness. All right? That are martyrs of Yahweh that bear witness with it. All right? It says, and keep those things which are written, therein. Like the Lord said, hold fast till I come. Hold fast to the doctrine of Yahweh Shah. Hold fast to the manner. Hold fast to this manner. All right, it says, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Right, the time is at hand. Like the Apostle Paul said to the what? To the church of Thessalonica. All right, for brethren, for you have matter of fact, let me get it. That's not a bunch of the scriptures. All right. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. All right, the book of Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. All right. But at the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Right, because the church of Thessalonica, they knew what time it was. They knew it was go time. They knew it was crunch time. They knew, guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is about to do something in the earth. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is doing something in the earth, man. And only the ones that spiritually alive, are spiritually hydrated, spiritually woke, can understand that. Oh, okay, Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord is doing something in the earth. The Lord is about to make his move, man. The Lord is about to bring his judgment. The Lord is about to bring his pestilence. All right, his plagues, his famine, his destruction. All right, great death. All right. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so coming as a thief in the night. So that means what? So guess what? And like Yahweh Shai, he made a parable. He said, if the watchers, matter of fact, let's get it. Because knowing that the Lord coming as a thief in the night, that means we got to be on guard. That means we got to be on standby. We got to be on watch. All right. That means we got to be on watch, man. Right? Luke chapter 12 and verse 12 and verse 35. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. And ye have said like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say to you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. It says, and if he shall come in the second watch, if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. Verse 39, and this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched, right? So check this out. If you knew somebody finna break in your house, if you know somebody about to come and break into your house, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be ready. All right, you're gonna be ready. All right, you're gonna be watching. You're gonna be ready, man. All right. Luke 12 and 39. And this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not suffer his house to be broken through. Right. So if you know what time that was gonna come, all right, you would have been watching. You would have been ready, man. Right. And it says, and have not suffered his house to be broken through. That's the point. All right, verse 40. But ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think you know not. Right, so the Son of Man cometh when you think you know not, man. Right, so guess what? Like the Apostle Paul said to the church of Thessalonica, brethren, ye have no need that I write it to you, for you know that, what? Guess what? The Lord cometh as a thief. All right, so guess what? You have been watching, man. All right. Verse 40, be ye that. So here's the point. Verse 40, be ye therefore ready also. So just like the church of Thessalonica is ready also. All right, the church of Thessalonica, they ready, man. All right, they watching, they ready. All right, it says, be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. So the Son of Man cometh at an hour when you think you know not, man. All right, meaning he coming as a thief. All right, the man, the Son of Man is coming as a thief. Yahweh Shai is coming as a thief, man. All right? Yahweh Shai, he's coming as a thief. Verse 41, then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this to parables to us or even to all? Right? And so Yahweh Shai, he gets into it. It says, 42, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward? Right? Who then is that faithful and wise? Who then is that faithful and wise steward? All right? Whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household to give them their portion of meat in due season. All right? To give them their portion of meat in due season. All right? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. All right? So blessed is that man that's occupied in prophecy. That's being diligent, that's being steadfast, or abounding in the work of Yahweh Shimon Shah, abounding in the will of the Lord. All right, blessed is that servant, blessed is that man. All right. So we're gonna get to it. 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. All right, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But at the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right, so you know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night, man. All right. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them. So this how these people are getting adjusted. All right. And they thinking shit, well, America, man, they think shit, we've been through pandemics, gas prices, inflation, world politics, World War III brink. All right, what it is, World War III forewarning. So America thinks shit, this bitch can't fall. They thinking shit, we're gonna be here till eternity. These niggas think we're gonna be here for the next 1,000 years, man, or the next 100 years. But that's not the case. Or they think we're gonna be here for the next 50 years or the next 10 years. That's not the case. That's not the case, man. That's not the case. All right. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3. All right, 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then send destruction come up upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right, so you people are not going to escape the judgments of the Lord, man. The judgments of Yahweh Shimon Shah. All right. Verse 4, it says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief. So, brethren, you are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief, man. All right? We're not in darkness, man. We understand what the Lord Yahweh Shimon Shah is doing on the earth, man. The Lord Yahweh Shimon Shah has sent his prophets to seal up his servants, all right, to seal the rest of the elect. And after that, he's going to bring judgment. All right? The earth is going to be smitten. The earth is going to be hurting. As a matter of fact, let's prove that Revelation 7 chapter. All right? All right, this is Revelation chapter 7 and verse 1. Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor in any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. All right, so the earth is not being hurting right now. All right, prophecy is not taking its full course right now because the gospel has to be preached to the elect, and the elect has to be fully sealed. All right, and once the elect is fully sealed, it's go time, man. You people gonna get the business, man. The Lord gonna close up shut. That's when we have the abomination of a desolation. That's why the Lord said, "Stand ye in the holy place. Stand ye in the holy place, man. All right, stand ye in the holy place." As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. All right, I'm gonna get that. Because Yahweh said, "This gospel shall be preached, and then the end shall come." All right, what does that mean? We just went into it in Revelation the 7th chapter. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. And then shall the end come. Right? And then shall the end come. Verse 15, it says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. So stand in the holy place, man. It says, whoso readeth, let him understand. All right, and the holy place is these prophecies, these scriptures, man. Verse, and then, you know, it goes into pretty much the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, but pretty much that's to say, look, once the gospel is preached to all the world, meaning all the elect, because we're talking about the world of the elect, the word of Israel. All right, let me read it again. Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. What word? Is it talking about literally all the world? Let's talk about the elect, all the elect, the word of Israel, man. All right, for a witness unto all nations, right? Because the elect is scattered into all nations, and this shall the end come. All right, and then you're gonna have you know, the bystanders, the heathens. They're gonna see this message. That's why the wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter is written. You know, that's why wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter is written, man. You know, as a matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Let's get that. Why not? Let's bring it out, man. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right, wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. All right, wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. Right, it made no account of his labors, man. All right, verse 2. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Right? So far beyond all they look for, man. So when this thing pop out, when the Lord start delivering this elect, all right? When the Lord start beaming us up like Scotty. Beam us up, Scotty. All right, Scotty, beam us up. When we start getting beamed up like Scotty, all right, the wicked gonna see, oh, that was that crazy guy on the corner prophesying, screaming at the top of their lungs, man. Oh, that was crazy guy. Those guys, they the elect. How they the chosen? All right, we gonna, you know, those what they call those pedophiles. All right, those crazy men. All right, those terrorists. Those terrorists. All right. It says, verse 3 says, they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. So they gonna know shit. They fucked up. All right, they gonna know they you come against the servants of the Lord, you fucked up, man. Now you in dire straits. You in dire straits now. All right, because you came up against, you was scoffing against the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You was scoffing against the decrees of the Heavenly Father, man, or the Creator. You was scoffing against him. So now I guess when you fuck now you Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. You one of those men groaning and repenting in anguish. All right, it says, and they repenting, groaning for anguish in spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and they proverb report. Right. They had this they like to have this in derision, man. They was scoffing and scorning, laughing at us, mocking at us. We was the joke of the town, man. We was the joke of the town. We was the buffoon of the buffoonery. All right, we was the clowns of the circus, man. All right, but from their perspective, all right, but from in a righteous view, we're ambassadors of Yahweh Shah. All right, we're diplomats. We're messengers of Yahweh Shah. We're angels, man. All right, the scriptures, we go to the first Ezra's, they talk about how the men of the Lord are angels, man, and angels mean messengers. Messengers of Yahweh Shema, and we're messengers of the gospel, man. We're messengers of Yahweh Shema. We're witnesses. We're martyrs. All right, we're martyrs of Yahweh Shah, meaning witnesses. We bear witness with the message, man. And the message is what? The gospel. All right? And the gospel is what we preaching, man. All right? The gospel is what we, like it says in all right, I believe it's the 1 Peter or the 2 Peter. It's one of those. They talk about how there's no private interpretation. There's no private. Matter of fact, let me get it. All right. There's no private interpretation of the scriptures, man. All right. And the Lord moved holy men, separate men. All right. Ordained men, sanctified men. All right. To do this will, to do this ministry, to do this work, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get it. All right, this is 2 Peter. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19, it says, we have also a most sure word of prophecy. All right. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19, it says, we have also a most sure word of prophecy. Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shines from the dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. So you do well if you take heed, man. Because now guess what? We got a more sure word of prophecy. All right. Like the Lord said, I will set upon my watch, man. All right. King David said, I will not get my eyes slumber until I have a place set out for the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. You see that? So 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19, it says, and we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. Knowing this first, that no prophecy, right? Knowing this first, that no prophecy or the scripture is of any private interpretation. Verse 21. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men, right? Sanctified men, ordained men, all right? Anointed men, all right? It says of Yahweh Bashimah Shah spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. And if you don't know, the Holy Spirit is what? The Holy Spirit is the messenger. Sit down. The Holy Spirit is the messenger. Sit down from the heavens. The comforter sit down from the heavens, man. All right, the comforter of the gospel, the messenger of the gospel, which the prophets have received and prophesied to what? The saints, man. And that's why it says we minister and do ministry. Matter of fact, let me get that. All right, this is Hebrews chapter 6, which we read. It says, it's Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. It says, for Yahweh Bashimah Shah is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister, man. So we minister to the saints of the Lord Yahweh Bashimah Shah, man. So this is our due diligence. This is what we do. All right? Our labor of love, offering up our bodies as a living sacrifice. All right, as a living sacrifice, and we're the messengers, man. Right? We don't come out here with weapons. We won't need no weapons, but we got the spirit of Yahweh Shema. Like Elisha told it, like the young men, for those that be with us are more than for those that be with us are more than those that be with them. Matter of fact, let me get it. All right, and this is great. All right. All right, this is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 17. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 17. All right, this is the book of 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray, open his eyes that he may see. Right? And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man. And he saw. And he saw what? He saw the host, the heavenly host, man. Right? And he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. He saw all the chariots, man, in the spirit. All right, all the chariots that was round about in the spirit, man. All right. Verse 18, and when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto Yahweh and said, smite these people, I pray thee, with blindness and smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. You see? All right. Verse 19, and Elisha said unto them, this is not the way whither is the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you see. But he led them to Samaria. I want to get a survey. This is what I wanted. Select. This is what I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Select. All right. This is This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 16. And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And that's a fact, man. Talking about the heavenly host, man. The heavenly host of Yahweh by Shema Shah. You got nothing to worry about, man. Have faith and believe in the spirit, man. That's it. That's it. You know? All right, and we're coming down to the end, man. We're coming to the wire in this thing, man. All right, this America soon coming to an end, man. We're coming to a wire. All right, we're coming down to the wire, man. All right, this is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 6. All right, this is the book of Revelation chapter 22 and verse 6. And he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. Right? And he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. It's like we read the 2nd Ezra 15 chapter. All right? These sayings are faithful and true, and the Lord power of the holy prophets see his angels to shoot unto his servants the things which must surely be done. Verse 7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophets of this book. And I, John, saw the things and heard them, and when I heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which shewed me these things. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship Yahweh. by Hashem Yahushua. And he said to me, seal not the saying of the prophets in this book, for the time is at hand. And the time is at hand. The time is more than at hand than ever before. All right, the time is definitely at hand. All right. Verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He which is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is holy, let him be holy still. Right? Verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without our dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. I, Yahweh Shah, have sent my angel to testify to you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and a bright and morning star. And that, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shah, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shah, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shah, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shah. All right, by Hashem, Rakak Dash. All the block, how you know, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Surakak Dash. All right. Yahweh Hashem, Shah, Barak to Yahweh, and peace, blessings, salutations. In the house of David. You elect. All right, BT head to America, BABAL soon. Come out, Charlotte. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, BABAL, 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 BABAL.